We are touring the kids' space today. Enter at your own risk. This is Becky here with the creator and me, and I'm excited to share the kids' rooms. We're going to do before shots and go into the current, and then I'm going to do a walkthrough with you. So we're through the construction process with new doors and shiplap at the end of the hall, and we did make this custom light fixture with some piping. Wanted to kind of create an industrial look and spread that light throughout instead of having that one large light in the center. This is the first bedroom on the right. It's my 16-year-old son's room, and he does not have to share. Lucky him. He did have a lot of water damage, though. The ceiling was leaking, and that drywall all needed repaired, and the floor needed repaired. So here you see the vinyl click flooring going in, and the agreeable gray is all throughout our house, and finally a new ceiling. And here's his space currently. We still have quite a few projects to do in there. This is our daughter's rooms. They share. They are the first room on the left. That blue had to go, but we have all of the same finishes in all of the rooms. And this is our first night in the house. Everybody was so excited. This was a double closet opening that we ended up just making one single opening and using that existing outlet power to put a light fixture above. And so the girls currently have like a curtain there, and we've just utilized their closet the best we can since they're sharing. This was shortly after we moved in. I did get all the furniture in and new beds ordered. I captured this glimpse of the room. My daughter's been interested in decorating and changing her space seasonally. She made these cute little pom-poms where there's usually pictures hanging on her lights and decorated for fall. So I had to just share that real quick because now it's transitioned to Christmas. You can see she put a new art print up from IKEA and simplified that a little bit. Her style's always evolving. This is a little makeup area I made for her just to eliminate surfaces and simplify. I just bought some acrylic shelving and stacked them on one another to help her stay organized, which is necessary because this was the before. Yikes. Moving on to the little boys' rooms, I have a 12 and 8-year-old. This is the before. This carpet, I'm telling you, whoever installed this carpet in this mobile home, they had a happy day with the stapler. It was no fun getting all of those out. We wanted to do a little accent wall for them. So you can see here, I just had my sister cut Swiss crosses or plus signs on vinyl, and I installed them here at the end of their room, and I just love the character it brought in. The boys were excited with all their new IKEA pieces. This is the first night. They were assembling all their own furniture and chairs and built Legos. It was a great day. And this is how their room looks today. It's a little eclectic, but it works for them. This is the opposite side of their room and their closet. My husband did spray the whole house, ceilings, and prime coated walls. I'm just coming in with a finished coat of paint, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on that walkthrough for you. We have our kids' bath that is the first door on the right. It is currently unrenovated and uninhabitable, and we are going to have that as an upcoming project, I pray very soon. Our girls' room is the first room on the left. And the one thing we're wanting to upgrade soon is to get them a new mirror. I have this Hovet, I guess you can say, mirror from IKEA in mind. That would just fill that whole right side of the room really nicely. Like I mentioned earlier, they simplified this wall behind their beds, and she just kind of modernized it with that one large print from IKEA. She has this cute shelf that used to be above an old desk. We had an old Alex drawer unit and desk from IKEA. She has it all Christmassy, but we've taken that out of the room to simplify things, and we're wanting to add this little stool. I thought, my little one still needs a little bit of toy storage and for a few things, and that might just be that cute little something for that space. We couldn't get rid of their print of them as, new sisters, and so we've put that above their hooks. Here is their curtains. I don't have a good picture of them, but I just got flat sheets from Walmart and used them, and they're the perfect height on the wire system from IKEA, and that is what the girls use to just close up their closet, because a lot of times it kind of looks like this, a little bit messy and not quite put together. But this is an as-is walkthrough. And right here is my youngest daughter's side on the right, and my oldest daughter's is on the left. So the storage solution is really, always trying to find what works best for them at that current moment. And it's always a work in progress, I think. But we actually strive to not have like extra clutter in rooms. And so we don't have dressers in rooms. So all my children's clothes are in their closet. So this is our oldest son's room, and he just upgraded recently to a queen size bed. He did have a twin XL and had the lockers surrounding his bed, and we are planning on building this modern door for his closet because honestly it's not appealing to walk right in and see into his closet space. So I am going to be printing some weightlifting pictures, I think, like graphics for his artwork above his bed, because that's an interest of his right now. I did build this like desk platform that floats in between this locker grouping. I really love these lockers. He wouldn't mind to see them go, but I just love them. I got them for $40. They're just such a steal and have so much character. I am planning on getting him a nice leather swivel chair like you can see here. And right now he plays games with brother and has just 2 chairs hanging out. But we just, without Christmas being here, this is just kind of how the space looks all the time. He's a pretty simple guy, he cares about hats and belt buckles and boots and shoes and all that kind of stuff and having big muscles. But this is a K. I got like this marquee letter that I'm wanting to put into his room right here on this empty wall and hold all of his Rubik's cubes. So that's an upcoming project. So building the barn door and that's coming. This little IKEA side table works perfectly for him. I just got a little basket from TJ Maxx, stuck it in there. And again, very clean and simple room. It totally matches his personality. This is our hall closet. It's a mess. I have a mess in here. Lots of blankets. Everybody has their favorite blankies, extra IKEA pillows and rugs and throw covers and all the things. Puzzles are overflowing from our dresser at the end of the hall that holds like a lot of all the kids' board games and such. And I don't know, we're kind of overflowing, so maybe that means it's time to get rid of things. We did install authentic shiplap in our home, and so I haven't done finish coats of paint like on the hall and the shiplap and the trim work that you've seen previously. That's a work in progress. But here is the boys' room. I really, really like how this works for them. They're young and they enjoy all the things, the Legos, the creating. So my daughter's old desk, the Alex drawer unit, we went ahead and used the center storage here for the boys because their Legos were kind of exploding and were in extra tubs and things like that. So that is a really resourceful way to just help them access Legos easily, and then they have their stuff on display. We try to keep beds nice and simple, just their fitted sheet with a folded blanket at the end. Honestly, I love Betty's bedding, but this is their trundle that they used to use for a third bed when they roomed together, all 3 boys in the old home, but now it's Nerf gun storage, which is essential. This is shoe shelves from IKEA that are now the boys' extra toy storage. I just took house numbers and put them on just to add a little bit of fun and identify whose is whose. Again, a little eclectic, but it works. Here's their clock and artwork. My husband actually just put in an outlet for the boys' closet because it used to be like a dark abyss. So I'm going to just show you how we've utilized the closet now. We've made a lot of changes in here because, like I said, we don't keep dressers in rooms. They are all their clothing and all their items, like even some personal things, are in their closet. So we bought these Billy bookcases from IKEA, and we started work with pulling out lockers. This was their previous setup. I have a locker addiction apparently, but that just wasn't working for them. These swung into the shirts and my oldest son's clothes. It was just tricky for him to get stuff in and out of there because he's getting to be quite the big boy, as you can see. He's almost 6 foot and he's 12. So we're moving things out. My littlest helped me assemble these Billy bookcases from IKEA. They're just, you can't beat them. They're $50 and they're just a great buy. It helped utilize more of that wall than what the lockers had to offer. So yes, their shirts kind of hang there because we have that closet made in the center, but it works for them. They have just so much more shelf and room available to them to utilize. So my little guy was super excited, helped me build the shelf and wanted to organize things and put his stuff away. I use bins and for all like the loose items that don't matter if they're wrinkly, pajamas, swimwear, socks, underwear, and athletics. Those are things I feel can be in a bin. Otherwise, we fold our bottoms and hang all of our shirts. That's kind of like how we store our clothes. So he's just happy with his new shelving and storage. I think it's important when children share that you create their a space that's theirs, that they can identify with and, personalize themselves. And it can be tricky when you're in a smaller space. He's thinking hard about what to put and where. But here's the overall look of the closet, and how we've utilized it is a lot better than the previous setup. So that just about wraps it up. This was a whole lot of house to share with you today. About a third of our house, a hallway full of kids. I hope you are encouraged to utilize your home to the fullest, and I appreciate you, and thanks for watching.